150,000 fans.
To start in the right direction, and maybe rock and roll can do what the politicians couldn't.
Just to show people all over the world that Russians can enjoy our music and we can enjoy theirs without any of those political things. And that's the beginning of some peace.
Perhaps even more important, the concerts also benefited anti-drug programs in both the East and West, principally the Make a Difference Foundation, a drug and alcohol awareness organization co-founded by rock manager Doc McGee.
The message to the youth.
What do you say we go to Russia? Okay, let's go.
On the Tuesday,
Some t-shirts to give away to the kids. Where am I going?
after much meeting and greeting and comparing of new tattoos, it was finally time to take off for Moscow.
I'm not going to bite any Russian bats' heads off or anything. Yeah, we get some good night rock and roll.
All right, Russia, heavy man. That's my hello.
It's in your hole, ladies and gentlemen, the Magic Bus on the way to Moscow.
Is there a movie on this point?
You gonna do anything special on stage in Russia? Sing on key. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know?
No one's sleeping. Everybody's walking around. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're all like pretty delirious.
You can't say without a sign.
I'm playing for one. Isn't that nice? I think that we're the only ones on this plane that have been there before. We went in November, end of November, beginning of December, to sort of pave the way for this whole thing. We went to the stadium. It was covered in snow, and it was what you imagined Russia to be. Real cold, lots of snow. But warm people, since we started putting this thing together, we've told the whole world it's written in pencil. It's written in pencil. I mean, it's etched in stone now, man. We are over a lot of ice, and they tell us it's Greenland, and we are heading into London.
After a quick stop in England to pick up the Scorpions, the Magic Bus was off again, and before long was finally touching down in Russia.
Welcome to Moscow. The local time here is approximately a few minutes after 5 o'clock.
Moscow definitely laid out a red carpet for the festival, so to speak, even allowing the lighting of the Lenin Stadium Olympic torch for the event.
It was great. They lit the Olympic torch, and they gave us this kind, act of kindness, right? And then what do we give them? Sebastian. Oh, there goes East-West relations. 20 years,
Coming up next, Western bands paint the town red and Moscow meets metal.
Cold, miserable people, but I'm told that's totally the opposite, and I'm looking forward to going there.
It's Russian culture firsthand.
How's it going, Russia? What's happening?
Everybody cries, I don't want my eyes burned out. That's not so terrible.
know who Motley Crue is? See? He knows. He knows. This is our new image for next year, I think. Motley Crue? Motley Crue? Another big fan. Tommy Lee. Motley Crue. Say Motley Crue. All right, all right. Women here are huge.
Here we are in a Russian subway. It's not like the New York one. I haven't had anybody try to rip me off yet. You gotta have a token. We're Skid Row. We don't have one. You can always get through by just doing that. Say hey! All right. You know, have you ever heard of Skid Row? Right! We are the youth gone wild. You ever heard that one? I think all this stuff over here is all houses. And then they have like one mall here. It's like a record store in it that pretty much sucks, but oh well.
I don't know what they think of us. Things like tattoos and our freedom with our expressions and the way we wear our clothes and the way we do everything. It blows them away.
Yes.
Yes.
Charles.
So today, the weather in Moscow is very fine, and you are very glad to meet the American group and other foreign groups, rock and roll, rock here in Moscow.
A couple of the groups use their free time to take their music to the streets, too.
Time. It's time to win back your love again. I will be there. Woo! I will be there. I walk the streets. I got the six string on my back. I'm playing for keeps now, baby. 'Cause I might not make it back. Lord, I'll be there everywhere. Whoa, yeah. Little bandit, no. Baby, I've seen a million faces, and I'll rock them all. I'm a cowboy on a steel time ride. Wanted, not wanted, dead or alive. And I'm a cowboy. Got the night on my side. Wanted, wanted, dead or alive.
Cinderella took over a floating bar boat for a very Vegas-style jam.
These swinging brothers went in Moscow like this swing beat. Right, the brother? We can groove like this. We can groove. My gypsy road can't take me home. We drive all night to see the light. Our gypsy road just won't take us home. Shake me, 'cause you're nobody's fool.
Meanwhile, back at Lenin Stadium, a crew of hundreds put finishing touches to the elaborate stage set, the complex TV setup, and the massive sound system. And military, security, and special forces personnel were trucked in to provide crowd control. Skid Row opened the show with plenty of energy, but not a whole lot of audience.
You know why? Because they were chasing this damn merchandising truck trying to buy t-shirts. Yeah, right. You know, like, will you stop that damn truck for the people who come in and watch the show?
Good scene, man. Real good.
I learned a lot from you.
Then it was the Russians' turn to show what they could do, from the avant guitar virtuosity of Nuance to the familiar pop metal of Gorky Park.
We feel honored to play with all these guys, and yeah, I feel like big family.
Cinderella took the stage and pushed the intensity quotient back up to more Western levels.
Her impression of America is Billy Joel and Elton John, probably.
No, it's not anymore. Not anymore.
He's a big guy, definitely. Well, you know, been around for 21 years. When he came out, I was 0.
I've been around a long time, so I think after the Al Jolson records got through, they got through a few Black Sabbath albums.
Another big favorite among the Muscovites were Germany's Scorpions, the only Western band on the bill that had performed in Russia before.
It's great to see that rock and roll is such an international language. When it comes to music, rock and roll is like a bridge between countries and cultures.
A lifetime of careful... The Make a Difference Foundation.
You want to get wild tonight, Moscow?
2 years and 3 rehabs later, we're, you know, ready to kick ass. How many causes are good for hard rock bands? We really felt close to this. It has to do with drug addiction, which everybody in this band is, you know, had our share of ups and downs with that.
The biggest thing when you see all these bands that were heavy on the drug scene or alcohol scene or whatever come back stronger than they've ever been, knowing that they're clean. You know, that's the coolest thing.
They trashed their gear at the end of their set.
You know, I just think there was a lot of pinned-up aggression in the band, and it just all came to a head on stage. It felt good.
Motley Crue was a tough act to follow, but John Bon Jovi managed to hold his own.
They had this camera angle that looked down the whole aisle from the board to the stage. And I saw that, and I just said, bing, you know, a light bulb went up. I said, here's something they can't stop. And I got myself a general's coat, and I walked down, and I saluted the troops, and I went to work, you know. And it was a lot of fun. I'm sure that the Russian army will never be the same.
dead on the line. Walk the beat, I got a section on my back. I play it for keeps, 'cause I'm not making things.
Pretty historic in its own right.